you'd rather have Pyro. You get something out of it. Decks combo decks, Pyro goes nuts and works well with therapy.
Yeah.
Pyro is the better threat. It was an opening 6, sir. He mulliganed. Mull to the casual turn 1.
Opening 6 and then a scry and keep off the Vancouver mulligan. All right. Bob's going to take a point here to crack his Pluto Delta and go get not an Underground Sea. I believe he's going to get a Volk instead.
Yes, there will be a top 8. Assuming the players don't split. Occasionally, with a prize pool that large, people just would rather take the guaranteed cash. But any matches that are played, we will stream.
We usually, what we usually see is top 8 plays it out, and then sometimes top 4 will split. But occasionally there's a few players around, very good players, who will never split.
Yeah.
Hashtag never split.
Yeah. I am hashtag always split. Whenever a split is offered, I'm like, take the money. The one time I declined a split, I was immediately punished for it because I was on high tide versus...
Ooh. So Bob is going to pay 2 for Taxiing Probe. Ryan shows him Ancient Tomb, Fetch, Blood Moon, Grizzlebrand Island.
The dream.
So,
does Bob have Force of Will? Have we seen his hand?
We have not seen Bob's hand very much. I don't know if he has a counterspell in hand. He has no mana. He's already played a land for the turn. So Ryan could just try to slam jam this Blood Moon, but Bob just drew a Daze. So if he does try to jam the Blood Moon this turn, which I doubt he will, it's going to run straight into a Daze.
Death and Taxes could make it back up.
Possibly. Where's our
Stephen DuPaul still
Steve
up there?
DePaul has 10 points, so he's 3-1-1. So potentially, if he wins his round against Mike Lawrence, or if we just run out of time, if these guys finish up, there's 35 minutes left in this match.
Yep.
So possibly, we'll see if we can get it back on there.
All right, so Ryan ponders. Let's see what he grabbed. Looks like
I didn't see it. I was looking at the standings.
so. Now he's going to be able to next turn play his Blood Moon around Daze.
Bob cracks another fetch, goes and gets a C here to ponder. He's got a Pyroblast in hand. He's got Pyroblast, Daze, and Force, I believe. He just needs a clock. There's a Pyromancer, yeah. Pyromancer and Therapy. Those are 2 good cards.
Best friends forever.
But he wishes he tapped the Valk now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, no, because he's got the Pyroblast. Never mind. I'm dumb. Ignore me.
Well, the Pyroblast does not interact favorably with the Blood Moon, so... But the
True.
Force covers that.
Yep.
The Blood Moon is undazable right now.
Ryan Davis can take 2 from Ancient Tomb to cast Blood Moon, attempt to cast Blood Moon, and we saw Bob has Force. He's going to force pitching either Brainstorm or Daze. I like pitching Daze.
Yeah, Daze is kind of outrun its usefulness.
It's not that Ancient Tomb is Ancient Tomb. It's not City of Traders. So Ryan's getting to a point where he's got enough lands that he can play efficiently around Daze.
Mm-hmm.
And he's already we see he's already doing so. So
looks like Ryan has a sneak attack in his hand. So maybe this Blood Moon is not supposed to end the game. It's just supposed to draw out some counter magic.
Although, Bob has a Wasteland in hand. He did pitch Daze, but Bob has a Wasteland in hand. He could conceivably untap, waste the Tomb, play Young Pyromancer, and pass with Daze up. But I think we'll see the Wasteland anyway. But
yeah, I'm feeling
well, we could see
Therapy.
Pyromancer Therapy. I think actually that's probably the better line. If he can hit on the blind Therapy, then that's going to be a really devastating play. Here's Young Pyromancer. Yep, he's going to crack this fetch. We saw him put Cabal Therapy to the top of his hand, so I believe that's what we're going to see here. I think we're going to get... should be a C unless he's playing a Badlands in this deck. Yeah.
Here's a Cabal Therapy.
Yep,
Best
Cabal
friends
Therapy.
Forever.
See what he names here.
I probably would...
Grizzlebrand. He named Grizzlebrand. Oh, we did see it earlier because he pre-probed
yes.
him. So, Kozilek's return, sneak attack, fetch.
Well, that Kozilek's return is going to be pretty good.
Yep. That's a pretty good one. The question is, well, so you don't really want that one in the grave, but you also don't want it to be played.
Yeah. Well, it being in the grave is fine because I don't think he's casting Ember. Well, he does have the Omniscience. Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, so Ryan draws Ponder, it looks like. He's
So
gonna
he
fire
did
off
flash
the
it
return.
back, and I guess he got the sneak attack.
Yeah. So Ryan's hand is fetch, Ponder right now.
Return, clear table. Ryan took 2 for that. Was that an ancient? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ponder. If only we had a daze.
Days is something worth fighting over here.
Curious. Belcher won.
Oh, really?
What are you at, 203?
You gotta get him.
I got shown and told.
Oh, no.
Wait, isn't this round 6?
It is.
You right?
You right. You right.
Which one was this?
You can shortcut by just selecting the text and hitting
That's right.
R.
Just right click. Yep.
No one point out that you're on commentary now.
Where's the commentators?
Oh. Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's right here. Brian Marks Pena.
One day.
All right. So in the meantime, Bob has another young pyromancer, and looks like he wasted the ancient tomb and cast probably a brainstorm,
cantrip of some
some
sort,
kind of
yeah.
cantrip. He's got force and brainstorm in hand still. Ryan has 3 lands.
The Force is new. He must have just found that recently.
Yeah, he probably cantripped into it.
Yeah.
Probably brainstormed into it.
So Ryan's kind of running out of time here.
He's only got Emrakul and Ponder in hand with fetch.
Surprise.
Bob's played this one pretty well. That second Pyromancer really helps him out. So that's one thing that you notice with these decks, these Delver decks. They can be chock full of disruption, but if you don't have a clock, you just die. I watched SCG Invitational or Players Championship match between Caleb Shearer and I think it was Danny Jessup. He was playing Rug Delver. He just had a hand like 6 counterspells, and he lost.
Yeah.
Because
Give them enough time, and they
he didn't
will
have
find
a
way
clock.
to kill you.
So Caleb was just like, okay, I'm just going to burn all your counter spells. I'm going to crack this fetch. I'll stifle it. Okay, well, I'll just play this Underground Z instead. And just he was able to play around him. Now, I mean, like, not everybody is going to be able to play around it as well as Caleb Shearer, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
But if you give a combo deck infinite time, it'll bite you.
exactly.
Yeah, my golden rule with that is if you're not winning the combo matchup, you're losing it.
It's a good rule of thumb. Yeah, maybe I am questioning Ryan's decision to fire off the Kozilek's return immediately. At the time, Bob only had 1 token because he had sacrificed 1 to flashback the therapy. So it's a 3 power, and then if Bob goes all in next turn, casts a bunch of cantrips, that's when you Kos return him. Maybe pulling the trigger too early is gonna bite him.
It could. Post on the stream. Can you go check their life totals for us?
Okay.
Thank you.
One of those German FPV Volks making an
Yeah.
appearance before.
All right, so Bob has...
11 to 14. Bob's got 14 back.
Okay.
So we just missed
I
probably
missed a
one force, yeah.
fetch or a force. So Bob's got Pyroblast, Force with Brainstorm, and a Pyromancer in play. It's a pretty solid spot.
Are you jealous?
It's got a handful of counterspells and a Pyromancer in play. Bob thinking about
Show me
countering
what
this?
You're working with.
Yeah, just- here you go. Have fun.
It's great.
Beat this. Here is the counterspell wall you have to climb.
One thing that's noteworthy is that Ryan Davis's build does not have any copies of something like Defense Grid. That is all of his defense for his combo is in the form of counter magic, which
Yeah.
Pyroblast hits.
Yep. Nobody's playing
Take 3 again.
Dash Hopes in this format.
Yeah.
That's a Passeju. Now that's a good one, because of Bob's hand. If Brian can get a show and tell, he could pull this one out. He's 3 though.
Oh, and Beseiju deals 2, right?
Oh, waste Passeju.
Boom.
Womp womp. There's an Ancient Tomb.
Crack
Does he
Fetch,
have enough
tap
to
the Ancient
hardcast
Tomb.
Delver? Does he have enough to hardcast Omniscience? Did he just pass the turn?
Yeah, if he casts Emrakul off the Omniscience, he gets to flashback the Kozilek's return.
He does.
That's a value play.
He does. He just passed the turn. He's just gonna die here. Well,
We had his life off by 1.
must have. Okay. I'm guessing he's at 1 then. Kill myself.
He did it.
All right.
I knew it. All right. Bob
Yes.
Huang with Grixis Delver.
Indeed. Bob Huang's going to take it 2-1 against Sneak and Show.
No pretty much.
Yeah, they were looking for table 9 if they're available. If not, table 8.
I'm assuming the Burn and
So-
Belcher match is already done.
Probably. Probably done.
Educated guess. That's why they pay us
Yeah.
the big bucks.
Unfortunately, we want to keep the top tables on the stream, but all the players at the top tables are playing these super fast decks, and the games are just ending so fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this tournament is crazy right now with the decks at the winners
Those
tables.
clean beta bolts.
Gotta love beta bolts.
Yeah, the Sneak Show presence of this tournament has been dominant.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's
I
like
just-
every
I just
time I
lost
look
it.
around, yeah.
So given that, so we have Corey in the booth, everybody. So
Hi.
what do you guys think is well positioned against Sneak and Show? What in your opinion, what are the best decks against that?
The Typical Predator is Death and Taxes. Having Caracas, having main deck Thalia, having Mana Disruption, Revoker.